Hello. Welcome into another Microsoft Flight Sim 2024 live stream. It has been 10 days, as Mike has said. Life, work, you know, the things. But thank you for joining me today on a weird short hop in a Airbus A340. Yes, that's right. Today's flight is an iFly scheduled flight. So it's a real world flight. It's a flight scheduled from Chicago O'Hare up to Green Bay, Wisconsin. Jesus, folks. We're going from the tip of Illinois to the kind of tip of Wisconsin, I guess. If you want to say that. And I contemplated what I wanted to fly today, but I knew I really want to fly a 340 just because I've not done it on the stream yet, so that those who are interested in my verdict of the plane or my, experience with the plane and have not bought it yet can at least see it, right? So this is a plane I got a couple days back, well, about a week ago, and purchased it myself, of course, and there are some weird issues I run into. One of the issues this morning that I've had the other day when I flew it, which is it doesn't want to save my throttle settings for whatever reason. I'm not sure if that's a Moza issue, who knows. But again, I had to try to get the throttle quadrant to properly work with this plane, and it's just a pain in the butt sometimes to do that. Outside that, it's been relatively okay. It's one of those things, I'll be upfront with you, just like I have said about the 350. I regret buying the 350 because I don't fly it enough. It was a lot of money for a plane I don't fly enough, right? And my rule of thumb is always, am I going to be able to get $1 per hour of flight time? So this plane is $70 US. Am I going to get 70 hours out of this plane? Eventually, probably, maybe. Let's put it that way. I probably have about 7 hours into it so far. And sure, I can take it on a long-haul flight and bang out 8 hours instantly, right? I don't do that, though. I like to do my short hops. And I've been doing longer hops, actually, over the past couple weeks. 500 nautical miles, for me, that's a long haul. And, so I thought this would be maybe a good plane to try out with that. And the fact that it's 4 engines, I don't have a 4-engine plane that I fly on a regular basis, would be an interesting plane to add to the hangar. So, and then, there's just a conversation in Reddit and on Facebook and whatnot about this plane, about it being really, really cool. So I was like, well, the hell with it, I'll do it. And Toliss as well. I've never used a Toliss plane before, because my short experience with X-Plane, I just use default stuff. So, I was curious about so many different things. And, the plane works fine. The plane is a functioning plane. It's superior compared to what the 350 was at launch. I'll say that for sure. There are some issues here and there, right? People complain about some of the cockpit quality with textures. I don't notice it. Sounds seem okay to me. It's just a plane I don't fly often enough, and that's why I regret purchasing the plane. It's one of those things where it's like, I shouldn't have pushed the button. I should have just stuck with what I had, but I did anyways, and, here we are. So, again, I'm not saying it's a bad plane whatsoever. It's a fine plane. It's just a plane I'm not going to fly enough. Very similar to the 350. Regret that decision on purchasing it. Very much regret the decision about purchasing the 340. And hopefully this will teach me a lesson about not buying planes that I'm not going to fly often. More so, Airbus. Because you know me, I'm a Boeing guy. I love my Boeings, MD-11 as well. CRJs and the Embraer, right? I love those planes a lot. When it comes to the Airbus, right now it's only been the FENIX. And that's because it's an incredible plane. The 319 is an amazing plane. Absolutely love it. And 320 and 321, of course. And we're all waiting for the next plane. And, so we're supposed to get some news tomorrow for the 220 and the 380. So we'll see what happens with that. I'm interested in that 220. Very interested in that. It's a regional plane that I would love to have in my library. As in terms of an Airbus, and I will definitely fly that plane, as long as it's good, of course. But we'll see what happens. Anywho, I don't have a whole lot of time. This is an 151 nautical mile flight. So it should be pretty simple. We're cruising up to flight level 200 on this flight. So let's go ahead and get going with the 340. Stephen, welcome in. And P2 good to see you in here. P2's been busy with life, so he hasn't had a lot of time to fly. He has another, what, 2 months or so, P2, before you can really get going with your, back in the sim life of things. So hopefully your life's going good with that, and it's not too insane in the membrane. First thing I like to do with this plane is go over here to the SimBrief. It's incorrect, sorry. With this plane, I like to do is go up here to the top and get the external powers on, get those battery switches on. Then I go to the top here and get the IRSs aligned. And I'm a bad pilot, so I go ahead and get the fuel pumps pumping right away too. Alright, then I'm back down here. We're going to go ahead and get some lights rolling here. So we're going to get that light going. Beacon, wing, nav, crew supply. Start the master switch and get the rest of these guys going. And then a couple more seconds, and then we can start that APU. Alright, APU is fired up. Over here to the left-hand side, then let's go ahead and download our OFP. And while that's downloading, let's go and go over to BeyondATC. Go to frequency, clearance, get our clearance.
Delta 4400 Heavy. Request IFR clearance to Green Bay, Austin, Strobel.
Running into that stupid issue with frame gen again for some reason. King Bob, welcome in. Happy Thursday to you, King Bob.
Cleared to Green Bay, Austin, Strobel Airport. Radar vectors PMPK in. Then is filed.
King, did you buy the black square caravan? Why can't I see the text? Oh, it must not show up until after it's done.
Clear to Green Bay,
oh no, because I'm on frequency, idiot.
ISIS. Then as filed.
Okay, let's switch this on over there.
Expect flight level 200.
And then let's go on down here. Let's go to init.
Departure
request the flight plan.
126.625. Squawk 2535. Delta 4400.
Nate, welcome in. And how I'm doing pretty good. Doing good. Hopefully you're doing well. Squawk is 2535, so 2535. I can't get it to work. Actually, it seems like it's working now. Maybe they fixed it. Alright, let's go to wind. Request the wind. Alright. And then I'm trying to do what this Apex taught. I have only got this to work like one time, so we're going to try it again, but to get the performance information to automatically load in. So request that jazz. This is going to disappear for a few seconds.
Southwest 3135. Contact O'Hare Tower 13.
Manning, welcome in.
Have a good one.
Nate, we're flying to 350 this morning. 350. Let me clear out the, so there's the, sorry, not 350, sorry, 340. 340. Alright, so we got that out going. Let's go ahead and go to flight plan. Runway is 27 left.
Face northeast.
So BeyondATC had an update a while back ago, which I showed on stream. And now Chicago seems to want to do 27 left most of its flights out. Which is good, because I normally fly out with United, and United's pretty close to 27 left. Occasionally, of course, with the winds, it's going to change. Alright, so now the runway arrival is an RNAV 24 in Green Bay. Novia, insert that jazz. Okay, so now that we have that set up, in theory, we can now go to performance, go to uplink guy, and request it. And now that's supposed to pull it. We go back one, and it looks like it pulled. Uplink, yep, okay, so, insert. Now let's verify if that is all correct. That stupid frame gen thing. I don't know why every so often it does it where it just breaks on me. Okay, let's verify some things here, shall we? Takeoff data. 27 left. Compute it. Flaps 1. That's saying flaps 3. And then trim is good, so let's change the flaps. For some reason it's saying flaps are too much. Takeoff speeds
United
143,
741, O'Hare ground, pushback and engine start
155, 159. Alright, that's all off too.
United 741.
Okay. 155
Taxi to the active.
and what was it?
United
159.
Contact O'Hare Tower 133.0.
Alright, we'll just do that. That's good enough. That's fine. And then flexing is F70.
Delta 2193. Contact O'Hare Tower 133.0.
Flexing. Alright, that's all set.
133.0, Delta 2193.
Get rid of BeyondATC's thingy. Clear up my frame gen. Sorry. Stupid thing's breaking. Alright, and then you can see there's 5 minutes left on the IRSs, but if you go over here to the left and go, is it this guy? No. This guy? Yeah. Hit the quick align. It's done. It's now aligned. Alright, then let's go up here to the top. We have APU available. Let's disconnect these two dudes. Then go back over here. Go to ground services. Disconnect these dudes. And then we'll get ready to connect GSX. I'm also surprised GSX has worked pretty well for me. Knock on wood. Prepare for the pushback. And we're Delta, but I don't think there's Delta here. We'll just stick with American. That's fine. We want to do de-icing? Negative. We don't want to do de-icing. Okay. Looking good. Sorry, missing chat. I did messing with it last night. Very nice. I've been very interested. I've never bought the Caravan, the back square Caravan. I've been very interested in it for a while. Now the Kodiak update's coming out next week, so I don't know. If it's one of those things where it's a lot of money as well. It's an awful lot of money as well. And I have a feeling I'd fly the Kodiak more often. Make sure you choose flex takeoff to match the performance on. Oh, I had to do EFB first. Damn it. That's a tip I forgot. Thank you, King Bob. Master Coffee, welcome in. RJ, welcome in as well. Lex, I made a video on how to get the performance data to match the. Oh, snap. Can you post that here? I don't know if you can you post it in chat? I don't know if it lets you. You can't have enough turboprops. True if you fly them enough. True if you fly them enough. I don't fly them enough, though. Although, okay, so I was talking to Irishman yesterday in you know, just direct messages, DMing, and I told him that at the end of this month, I am not renewing my subscription to iFly schedules. And there's nothing against them. Like, I think he's doing an incredible job with the program. I'm gonna get off of career mode stuff. I'm just gonna come fly what I want. And that's kind of what I've been doing recently with the iFly tracker. It's just kind of flying whatever. It's technically career mode, but, you know, and I don't want people, like, he even mentioned it in his Discord a while back when I posted a video, but I used the word basic, and I don't mean basic as a negative. I just mean that it's basic because it doesn't track every single thing out there, and that's what I mean by basic when it comes to the iFly schedules. I love that. I just love that it's not tracking lights, it's not tracking, you know, speed, all that jazz, right? You can't just fly and have fun, and that's what I meant by it. Okay, Snow's going to be to the left. The new Caravan looks great, but a bit too expensive. That's the thing, yeah. Also caused my NewSky penalty and suspended. I saw that as well. Irishman had a day of anger with some of the scores.
American 2723, contact O'Hare Tower 133.0.
Wow, the traffic today, holy smokes. Traffic today in Chicago.
Friendly 479, cross runway 27 left at Foxtrot.
So I've kind of bounced between the free flight stuff and the career mode with the iFly, but I figured I'm just going to keep using it. I paid for the month, I might as well keep using it. I thought about doing a year of it, but as I thought more and more, I'm like, I don't think I use it as much. I don't use it the way it's supposed to be used. Kind of like On Air with me. Right? I've talked about that with On Air in the past where it's a great add-on and all that jazz, but I just don't use it the way the developer kind of wants, ideally, to be used. So it just doesn't make sense for me to pay for something like that. there are other options. I'm going to be using a pilot light strap. I'm going to be using a pilot, or sorry, what's it? SimBrief World's random flight generator, which I've used in the past, but I'm going to use that along with Volanta.
Cross 28 center. At Papa 2,
And that, you know, just for tracking my logs, that's it.
Delta Delta. Hold short, runway 28 right.
Well, no career tracker means we can schedule group. Yeah, we certainly could.
United 741.
Oh my gosh, the
Contact
traffic
O'Hare
here.
Tower 133.0.
Jesus.
Take care.
Over to tower.
I'll post up on Discord under tips. Fantastic. Thank you, King Bob.
Lindbergh
Holy smokes, about to turn off traffic and start over again with the traffic.
Echo 2 Echo. Foxtrot Foxtrot.
I have
Hold short runway 27 left.
a tight schedule today. We got to get going.
Over to gate
Thankfully, it's a short hop.
Taxi the Echo 2 Echo. Foxtrot Foxtrot. Hold short, runway 27 left. Lindbergh 44.
Lindbergh. All right, come on, my turn.
Delta 44
Jesus, finally.
O'Hare ground. Push
All right.
approved.
Commencing push.
Push.
All engines clear. Start oil.
Engines.
Dispatch, an engine start approved.
Lead.
Face south. Delta 4400
And then
heavy.
go down here. Get that over there, that there, that up. That's a start. Give it a couple seconds.
United 2209,
Engine number
runway
4.
27 left,
Why is
taxi via
frame gen
Alpha,
being
Golf,
a
Alpha
stupid
11.
little punk today?
7 left via Alpha. Golf. Alpha 11. United 2209.
I noticed that if I don't, so I have an OLED monitor, and I have every time I shut down the PC,
United
I'll do the
27 left, taxi via Alpha, Golf, Alpha
pixel
11.
refresh. If I don't turn on the monitor by the time I turn on the PC, then the frame gen issue happens. But I found it way that if I just
Continue taxi
reset
via
the
Delta
driver,
Delta, November, Bravo,
you know, the
Alpha
video
13
driver, not
Delta,
reset the
Bravo,
drivers
Bravo,
himself, but
Alpha.
you know, whatever.
Hold short runway
It
27
seems
center.
to help with that.
Cross 28 right.
But
Delta
it didn't
Delta.
today.
Continue via Delta
Today
Delta.
it's just giving me the
November,
finger.
Bravo Alpha. 13 Alpha. Bravo Papa Papa.
All right, let's go start 3.
Runway 27 center. Friendly 489.
All right, waiting for the avail there.
American 1379, gate kilo
And then we'll
8,
get the
taxi at
flaps.
pilot's discretion.
There it is.
Gate kilo
Flaps
8, taxi,
1.
at my discretion. American 1379.
P2 with the 20. Holy crap! Has it been 21 months, P2?
1379, cross runway
Thank you for
27
being
right
here
at
for
Charlie 1.
21 months,
Continue taxi
P2.
via
It's been longer than that
Hold short
because,
runway 27 right.
you know, we didn't have
Cross 27
members.
right at Charlie
I didn't have members
Via.
ability
Hold short
on
runway 27
YouTube.
right, American 1379.
So P2's probably been a loyal Lex. What do you want to call it? A loyal Fly Lex co-pilot for over 2 years, I would say. Thank you, P2. I can't say this enough, and that is when you start, you know,
Convoy 3576,
making
cross
content,
runway 27 left at Foxtrot Foxtrot.
the biggest
Continue
thing
taxi via Foxtrot Foxtrot,
Please set
Juliet,
parking
Sierra,
brakes.
Sierra, November, Bravo,
is
Alpha
just
13
having a
Delta.
consistent group of people that come in.
Cross 27
right?
left at Foxtrot,
And
Foxtrot,
P2
continue via Foxtrot, Foxtrot,
has
Juliet,
always
Sierra,
been, you know,
Sierra,
from the
November,
from the
Bravo,
very
Alpha 13
beginning,
Alpha,
a very
Alpha
consistent
3576.
viewer and supporter. Fry simulation, you know, very early days, coming on in here and supporting. And Irishman, of course, jumped on in. Will, who, you know, hopefully he's doing well. And who else am I missing? I'm trying to think of the original tight group. Jay came in a little bit later, but Jay's been here for a while now too.
Lindbergh 4428,
But yeah, I do appreciate everyone
runway
that's
27
been,
left at
you know, part of this
Foxtrot,
community
Foxtrot.
for
Continue taxi
the
via
while.
Foxtrot,
It's been fun.
Sierra, Sierra, November, Bravo.
P2 was on break waiting for Neos. I've sworn my loyalty to the King of Lex. I'm on break till things settle down on IRL. Yeah, life's been crazy for a lot of people. Let's see. I saw your monitor VRR might be messing with frame gen. Yeah, that's what's going on. But like I said, it's a stupid thing. King of Lex, King of Lex. Wait, hold up. Master Copy's been here for a minute as well. Yeah, Master Copy has been here too. Sorry, Master Copy. Lashings from me. All right, let's get taxi.
Delta 4400
Yeah, Master Copy,
heavy.
you've been here for quite a
Taxi
while
for
as well.
departure.
On my Chinese video sites, the cuts are
Delta
too
4400
high.
heavy, runway
What?
27 left,
On my
taxi via
Chinese
Alpha
video
19er,
sites,
Alpha,
the
Bravo,
cuts are too
Alpha,
high.
Papa.
Cuts?
Runway 27 left taxi via Alpha 19
All right.
Alpha Bravo Papa Papa.
Let's
Delta
get
4400
taxi.
heavy.
Turn off that jazz. All right. And let's go taxiing. Parking brakes, release. And then let's go down here, hit the button, take off config, check the cabin.
Contact O'Hare Tower
All.
133.0.
There's no like bing in this plane, which is quite disappointing. I like my bing bing. Bing, bing. I'm the forgotten child. I could never forget you, Master Copy. It would have came to me eventually. Gotta check left. Left's clear. Yeah, I've been very happy with GSX, surprisingly. Which means I don't know if I want to update whenever. Holy crap! Look at the line of planes here. Which means I don't want to update probably to the latest version, to the next version of GSX when it comes out. It's probably gonna break something, and then it's gonna tick me off like it always does. Are those okay? I wasn't sure if those planes are broken or what. Once in a while, because I'm still on the experimental build, but every so often you'll get stuff traffic. I had it the other day when I flew into, I don't remember where it was, but there's a FedEx plane and there's a FedEx, I don't know, maybe a 777, and then there was a small little single engine plane behind it. And they were just kind of stuck. That was hilarious.
Delta 4400 heavy. Contact O'Hare Tower 133.0.
You have to delete the disco in the FMC or not. No, don't delete the disco because you're going to get instructions from Tower.
Delta 4400 heavy.
They're all going there. I'm going Papa Papa, like they told me. Barking. So I saw that American Truck Sim is launching at some point, Illinois, the great state of Illinois, which really has me interested in trying some more Truck Sim. I was talking to a friend about Truck Sim the other day and how I couldn't back up a trailer, right? And he's like, "Oh, you don't have to, just have fun driving." I was like, "You're right. I should just have fun driving." Kind of treat it like I do with Flight Sim, you know. Like, I try to do as much as I can with Flight Sim. I don't spend as much time with the FMC setting it up, but I could treat it like that. So there's a chance I might buy the Illinois pack when that comes out. GSX, love, hate it. Yeah, for sure. I should have done that with passengers. Don't load anymore after the update. With, like, the GSX passengers? Welcome in, Paul. Had it yesterday. A 737 was causing a traffic jam at LAX. Yeah, Manny. Yep.
Affirmative. Hold short of 27 left. United 1752.
Isn't it Illinois? I kid.
Line up and wait.
Line up and wait. Runway 27 left. United.
Your attention,
1752.
please. May I have your attention? I don't. When I was younger, we used to go to. I think it was Disney that had it, and they had a monorail. And or was that the airport? I think it was both of them. Anyways, I love the monorail voice. May I have your attention, please? The monorail will be moving momentarily. Get your ass in a seat. There's really like no seats here. You got to hold on to handles and not fly back when it takes off. All right, we're next.
Runway 27 left. Cleared for takeoff. United 1752.
Guess I'm just gonna have to deal with this frame gen issue, unfortunately. All right, landing lights are on. Line up and wait time.
Delta 4400
There it is.
heavy. Runway 27 left. Line up and wait.
Line up and wait.
Line up and wait. Runway 27 left. Delta 4400 heavy.
So I've done a lot of flying. I guess not a lot of flying, but I've done, at least 2 flights a day. Pretty much 2 flights a day. For the past week or so, week and a half, back to kind of my normal routine. I just haven't had the time to really fly to stream. This weekend we had company in town, went to go to a Lord of the Rings concert, which was really awesome. And last week my work schedule was just crazy. This week, it's inconsistent as well.
Delta 4400 heavy.
All right.
Low hair tower. Wind 165
That
at 3.
guy.
Fly runway
And
heading.
then
Runway 27
flexing.
left. Clear
All right, get
for
those
takeoff.
man Lex in the
Fly
chat.
runway
Man Lex,
heading.
let's go.
Runway 27 left. Cleared for
Runway
takeoff.
heading on departure.
Delta 4400 heavy.
United 1752. Contact Chicago departure.
Contact Chicago departure, United 1750.
Winds are calm for a change here in Chicago. Been just crazy windy. Insane windy. Look at all the traffic over here. Jesus, folks. I love that this plane has callouts. FENIX, if you're paying attention. Rotate. Gently. Gently. Hold it. Got it. Beautiful. Positive rate. Gear up. All right. Very, very good.
Heavy, ready for departure. Runway 27 left.
United 1752.
So there was a massive storm in the Midwest
Line up and wait.
this weekend, stretching like 7 states. And of course, me being a simmer,
Delta 4400
and also
Contact
based in the
Chicago
Chicagoland,
departure. Have a good morning.
I did a couple flights through it.
Contact
I
Chicago
understand why they
departure.
shut
Delta
down.
4400 heavy.
Let's see, where's climb at?
Chicago departure.
Ah, crap.
Delta 4400 heavy. Good morning.
Where's climb?
2,500 feet.
Why is climb not working? Alright, there's climb.
Delta 4400 heavy, Chicago departure.
Oh, I forgot to turn on the squawking.
Radar contact. Climb maintain 10,000. Altimeter 3005.
Alright. What are we doing? 10,000.
Climb
Roger.
10,000. Altimeter 3005. Delta 4400 heavy.
Anyways, yeah, so I landed in Midway, barely on the runway.
Delta 4400 heavy. Turn right, heading 030.
Minneapolis was
Turn right.
crazy departure.
Heading 030.
It was just wild weather, man. Wild weather. Like I said, I understand now why they shut down airports during severe weather. I get it.
United 1752. Contact Chicago Center 127.6.
The one thing I also don't understand is it keeps on flashing at 5,000 for European flights. Here in the US, though, it's 18,000. I haven't quite figured out that. It's on auto. But it doesn't seem to still work, so I don't know. I don't know if it's a bug or if I'm doing something wrong. Probably I'm doing something wrong. 030. Dakota, welcome in. Happy Thursday to you.
Chicago departure. United 1768 heavy. Good morning, 1,800 feet.
So I am gonna planning at least to fly tomorrow evening. If I had to guess a time,
Climb maintain flight level 180. United 1760 heavy.
I would say like 7 p.m. Central Time. That's my guess. And then Saturday I have a few things going on. We're gonna
Navigation. United 1760.
just got some things going on, and then Sunday afternoon I plan to get a stream in as well. Direct to Pumpkin. Let's go to direct.
Roger.
Pumpkin?
Head direct PMPKN.
Where the hell's
Then
Pumpkin?
resume own navigation Delta 4400 heavy.
Why is Pumpkin not
Thanks.
on here? That's weird. PMPKN. Pumpkin. Insert. There's Pumpkin.
Contact Chicago
And then,
Center 120.35.
which way does this go? Up, right?
Delta 4400
Up.
heavy. Take
Alright,
care.
that's all good. Flaps are already up.
Chicago
Landing
Center,
lights.
Delta 4400 heavy. Good morning. Out of 11,200 for 10,000.
And then taxi lights.
Delta 4400.
Oh, I have that broken still. These are two, they're switched. I don't know what's going on with that. Whatever.
200.
Climb and maintain flight level 200. Delta 4400 heavy.
Alright, let's go ahead and do AP. AP's on.
Contact Chicago Center 127.5.
Oscar, welcome in. Lex, I saw an interview of Torsen, and about this airplane, he said, nice MSFS physics are not to be set. Well, hold on. Since MSFS physics are not to his satisfaction on landing, he needed to create fake landing gear. Really? Interesting. I saw that the flight sim, the official flight sim Twitch yesterday had the TriStar, which I'm not interested in, but that's interesting to see. It's very, very interesting to see. I don't know who's interested in buying the TriStar. I have a feeling Misty Apex is buying the TriStar. It's supposed to be a marketplace launch day product, and then eventually go into the indie build store. Which I wonder if the 220 will be this. Well, no, 220 is not from indie build. Oh, hold on. Who's the 220 from? Synaptic and who? Is it Innie? Yeah, it's Innie, right? Yeah. Thinking about flying into a tropical cyclone. Strength of 125 knots. Wow. Pressure is 983. Eastern Australia. Ooh. Flying to C-17. Oscar says, what I'm trying to explain is that landing rate add-ons might register the landing rate more aggressively than real. Ah. Didn't NewSky pull it? And I think APL's having problems too. I know that the couple flights I've done with the iFly tracker, it's been fairly heavy as well. Like, you know, not crazy, but like 500. But it's also a plane that's higher. I have to treat it like a 777, like an MD-11 kind of thing. Don't be surprised if you land at 350. Yeah. The last flight I did with it, I think was like a 2-something, 250 maybe. I don't know, somewhere around there. Nothing like crazy hard, but it all worked out fine. The thing is, like with iFly Tracker, you get if you're using career mode, you get dinged violations, and you get 3 a month. And I already had 1, so I gotta be careful. Not that it matters, because I'm gonna be, like I said, not using it after the month's over with. Again, nothing because of the program, nothing because of the developer, nothing. It's all great. Uh-oh. All right, what's going on? Why? Por qué? All right, it's in climb. You see, it's in climb. I don't know why that was happening. Can anyone explain what happened there? I didn't touch anything. Was auto throttle not on? Maybe it wasn't on. I guess I didn't. Let me see, can I verify that? Oh, auto throttle was not on. That's why. That's why. Pilot error. As usual. Yeah, auto throttle was not on. My bad. I thought auto throttle automatically turns on. Doesn't it do it with the FENIX? I start my flare just before 50 call out. Okay, I'll try that. I keep getting 725 landings, Dakota says. Irishman, welcome in. Who's this new guy we are watching? Yeah, who the hell is this guy? Hope you're doing well, Irishman. I think I forgot the auto throttle the other day too when I flew, and I was trying to figure out why that wasn't working. But I swear I swear that it works with the FENIX, that it automatically turns on. Pretty sure, at least. Maybe I'm thinking crazy. What's the weather like in our great land of Wisconsin? So what's this? Oh, the new update to briefing panel. Hueja in Green Bay is 3 and overcast of 4.2. Alright, pretty good, pretty good. Fantastic. Irishman with 13. Was it only been 13 months, Irishman? Man. That's interesting. I thought it was longer. It should with any bus, auto throttle. King Bob, do you have, does it auto throttle for you? I don't know why it's not for me then. If it is for you, oh Jesus, frame gen, man. Let's see. See, I have this set to automatically doing it, but it's clearly not doing it. Sim rate, age, auto nav on GA. What the hell does that mean? Auto nav on GA. Go around? I don't know. Faults, joysticks, accounts. Yeah, I don't know. I don't know. I don't know, and I don't care. Let's see if we get a runway change. I really don't want to do RNAV. I would like to do an ILS if possible. It would make me happy. It'd make me all warm and toasty. But let's prepare for an RNAV. Let's go on down here then and clear out this dude. Enter destination Data.
Good morning, flight level 350.
Alright, so QNH.
Spirit Wings 1081.
3007. Temperature is 1. Jesus. Winds. Well, it says calm here. I'll just do 001 like I did the FENIX. And then minimums are LNAV 1143. Alright, clear. I already entered it.
Iron Air 8433.
Okie dokie.
Chicago Center. Radar contact. Delta 4400 Heavy. Green Bay, Austin Straubel landing runway 24.
Damn. Alright, so on landing, we're going to exit to the right. Try to get Mike. If not, we got to get Delta and then backtrack a little bit to the terminal. Now, of course, Green Bay does not land a 340. So this is a completely fictional flight with the 340. Fictional livery with Delta.
Delta 4400 heavy.
And descend and maintain 18.
Fire landing runway 1. Sawyer,
I'm gonna go, let's see, what's, alright, I'm gonna go into
Iron Air
vertical mode.
Descend maintain 10,000.
Let's go 1,000. Okie dokie. I forgot to set the other clock. But our flight time so far has been 12 minutes already on descent.
Iron Air 8431.
Now this is an overly aggressive flight flight. Overly aggressive. You know what's crazy? I was thinking about this the other day. And I used to do a lot of I used to watch a lot of other content, flight sim content. You know, all over. Live streams and then, you know, whatever. Everyone. I'd watch so many different ones. Sim Hanger and 757 Spy and Kip on the Ground and Kiwi Mace and, you know, I mentioned it so many times, but so many different people I'd watch on the stream. And
Spirit Wings 1081. Chicago
I haven't
expect killer trees.
watched much of it over the past couple months, honestly. Like, it just kind of went from watching it a lot to watching it almost never. I rarely ever watch any flight sim content now. It's I don't know, it's a weird, I can't explain why either. Bob says, went back in the video, auto throttle did come on and went off when you had the throttle lever issue. Ah, okay. And I don't know why that happened. And I don't understand. That's what I'm telling you. Like, something's messed up with my throttles. I don't know why. And here's the other thing. That's weird. If this is a number of physical throttles. I have to put it on 2. If I do it on 1, what it does, they're all okay. In the flight sim settings, all 4 throttles are set to 1 axis, because that's the only way I can get this plane to work properly with the Moza for some reason. Right? They're all set for 1 axis. All of them. They're all set invert. All of them. But if I have it set for 1, some are up and some are down. No matter what I do. So I have no idea what is going on. I'm guessing it's a Moza whatever issue, but it's just weird. Okay, it says we're clear to the airport. Does that mean we can just like turn wherever we want to turn?
Chicago Center, Delta 4400.
Alright, so let's go to flight plan here, and we want to go... Oh, do we not have the arrival airport in? Yeah, I do, right there.
Delta 4400
Okay, so let's go direct to... I want to go direct there, but let's go direct to M row. That guy there, insert. That's where I want to go. Perfecto. Do your thing. Oh, hold on. Move you down. Now do your thing. Alright. We'll drop down to 3,000. Alright, that's cooking. Yeah, so I don't know. Like I said, I think it's a Moza issue. It is what it is. Not concerned about it. And see, now it's flashing to change the standard pressure. I don't understand. Wants me to change it at 5,000 feet, like we're international, but then it's like, oh yeah, no, you're not. You're domestic here in the U.S. You're fine. Okay. Again, it's not the end of the world or anything. I don't care. Just have fun, right? Just have fun with the plane. I've kind of gone back to flying the 738 recently. Like, I was flying the 736 like crazy. I've been flying the 738 a little bit more recently. I don't know when the 737's coming out. And I also don't know when I'm buying it. Bluebird and Moza, and there's a few other people who are going to be at the FS weekend this weekend on Saturday. Got a couple of showcase things going on. I'm curious to see what Bluebird's going to announce and what Moza's going to announce. There's supposed to be like a screen coming out for the Moza AY210 yoke. I wonder if there'll be like a add-on we can plop on, or do we have to buy a whole new yoke itself? But I'm interested to see that. There's also rumors that they'll be launching a force feedback rudder pedal. Well, I think they announced it, but nothing's come out of it so far. That'll be interesting to see what Moza does with that. Bluebird, I don't know. I don't think Bluebird's coming. Did they give it? They said by the end of the year, right? They said Q3 or something. So obviously we might get maybe a new video, some pictures at the expo, but probably no release, until after Flight Sim Expo in June. My guess, at least. The 220 again. We're supposed to get some news tomorrow for that. I don't know. The progress on the last I heard is that they finished or is that the Bluebird 757? Now I'm all confused. I don't know. I thought one of them finished the FMC recently. Yeah, I don't know. The 220 has been pretty quiet, which I'm fine with. Whatever. It is what it is with that. But I'd like to see, give us a window for the 220. I don't even care if it's the end of the year, even if it's say next year. That's fine with me too. I just want a window. Just gives me an idea of if it's here. Here's my reasoning for it is. Then I know I'll buy this the 737. The upgrade for that, right? But if I know that the 220 is coming out soon or a 757 is coming out soon, I'm not going to buy a 737. At least right away. I'll wait for some sort of sale that PMDG has like once every 5 years. Oscar says, APL is like real life. I gave up the full fleet of American Airlines to fly from my home airport in Atlanta. The reason I'm saying with Delta is exactly Bluebird 757 and Orbex Atlanta. Yeah, that's the other thing. Where's Orbex at? With that Atlanta. Like they've been very quiet. Very, very quiet. I think, really, honestly, Atlanta's probably the last airport or Orlando. I want a good Orlando. It didn't, who was it that said they're working on Orlando? Oh, no, they didn't say they just said they're working on, like, Florida airports. I can't remember who it was now.
Delta 4400 heavy, turn right, heading 025.
025, we're currently course of 14. I'll stick where we are. We'll fine.
Turn right. Heading 025. Delta
yeah, but a good Orlando.
heavy.
And then we have Atlanta coming, and I'm pretty much sold with airports in the U.S. No, sorry, Pittsburgh. I need a Pittsburgh.
3400 heavy.
I fly out of Pittsburgh an awful lot.
025.
Well, I did, at least with APL. I don't know if I'm going to fly as much there, in and out of it, but we need a Pittsburgh. It's crazy there's not a good Pittsburgh airport. It's just crazy. That's a fairly large airport. Now American Airlines doesn't want me... yeah, Oscar. That's the thing that drove me crazy about APL. Is that, like, you want to go fly for these airlines, and then you flew for them before, and then you leave them, they're like, nah, we don't want you back. There should be some sort of code in there, like if you worked with the airline, as long as your scores were good, you know, you should be almost guaranteed to come on back. You know what I mean? But that's not in there. Irish says that big bump on the taxiway has got to go in Orlando. Yeah, for sure. Gooby, welcome in. Happy Thursday to you. Glad to see you here. Hopefully you're doing well.
Chicago Center.
Yeah, because there's the one at Orlando that's only for 2020, I think, still. It's just wild to think there's like, what, 2 or 3 different Miamis. We got 2 Key West. There's a couple airports that have, you know, 2 or 3 options available. And then you got, you know, Orlando. that in Pittsburgh. You know, we got, what? Technically 3 DFWs. Init Bills, a Sobo, a Guy, I guess, and Imagine Sim, you know? And it's gonna be 3 Atlantas. Like, one of the... I get that they're trying to make a better rendition of the one they, you know, that's already out. I get that. But, like, come on now. Orlando needs some love. It's like a hot tourist spot. It's crazy. With the new terminal. Yeah, King Bob. Love the night... let's see. Love the night lighting I get for Miami. Oh, yeah, Miami off the coast there? It's so cool. Yeah, it's gorgeous. I don't know. It's crazy to think that the airports were missing, the major airports were missing in the U.S. still, in terms of a good, high-quality airport. We can't leave it all up to any builds to do these airports either. Although DFW is really, really good. The AnyBuilds DFW, like, I was questioning buying it because obviously it's AnyBuilds and performance has always been that question mark in there, right? With their scenery. But I'm very satisfied with it. It's a very, very nice airport. The performance is pretty good. I was satisfied enough with the Imagine Sim. I was just missing grass. If Imagine Sim just updated and had the 3D grass in there, I would have been content. I would have been content. But you know, obviously, AnyBuilds is substantially better. But you know, DFW is just a boring-looking airport too. It's a very boring, bland airport. You know, it's not like Chicago. There's nothing. Chicago. Now, I understand why people aren't doing O'Hare, because O'Hare's under construction and all that jazz, and they've changed a bunch of things and they're still working on, you know, whatever. So they don't want to work on an update and then have to change things again. I understand that part of it, but it's wild. Yeah, Orlando's only the 9th busiest in the U.S. Only the 9th busiest. All right, landing lights coming on. That's just crazy to... stupid frame gen. Why? ¿Por qué? It just gets out of sync. Like I said, I thought I figured out a fix. I guess not. Guess not. Oh well. Alright, so we got... well, it says 4 minutes left, but obviously more than that. I'm gonna, if I had to guess, probably another 15 minutes or so on the flight. Alright, speed's coming back down, looking good. My favorite is Belfast and Dublin. Both airports... Yeah, Dublin is incredible. That's a gorgeous airport. And performance has gotten so much better with 2024. So much better. It was an airport I used to fly into every once in a while in 2020, but it was just... the performance would kick my computer's butt. Put it in overdrive. So what do y'all think of DLSS 5? There's a lot of drama going on with DLSS 5 and how it's adding like a filter and it's changing, you know, some of the looks of, you know, the people and all that jazz. I don't know. I understand definitely from one aspect of the hatred for it. But I also understand the other side of it, which is, you know, it actually is making things look better. So, I don't know. From the artistic thing, it's messing with the artistic stuff, right? For sure. But in some aspects, it's doing a really cool job of enhancing the graphics. 040.
Turn right, heading 040, Delta 44
Roger, Roger.
heavy.
Heading to Orlando tomorrow. Hopefully the pilot of the 320 I'll be on lets me fly it. Oh, what was that? It was a Navigraph survey, right? Yeah, I think it was a Navigraph survey that in there it had asked if do you think you could fly a plane if the pilot, you know, went unconscious or something. I was like, wow, it's, you know, it's one of those questions that it asked, you know, that's joked about a lot. A bit of cold front here at the moment. Okay, what's cold for you, Irishman? What's cold for Irishman in Orlando? It's going to be 58 degrees here in the Chicagoland today. It's been in the 20s and 30s. Going to get a heat streak coming up here the next couple of days. It's going to be 69 on Saturday. And then it drops back down to the 50s and then 40s next week. I'm too poor for NVIDIA. I'm just a peasant from the red side. Can't comment on DLSS. What cold? Don't say 60 or 70. 60s currently. Oh my lord. I love to see Irishman up north during a winter. 60s is great. I love the 60s, man. Give me the 60s and 70s. I'm a happy camper. 50s are getting a little cold, right? 50s, you get some wind out there and you got to get a jacket on for sure. 60s, you know, high 60s, definitely 70s, you know, you don't really need a jacket unless it's windy out. 70s, you don't need a jacket on. You know, nice light jacket maybe in the 60s. I'll wear a jacket until about 70, just because, you know, I'm a freeze baby still, but 60s and 70s, man, that's like, Saturday, it's gonna be a little too warm for me. If I could live somewhere that was always between 65 and 75, I'd be a happy guy, man. Happy guy. It's in the process of going up. It was in the 50s for St. Patrick's Day. Oh, man. So, our little Lord of the Rings concert thing was in Chicago on Saturday. And we all forgot it was St. Patrick's Day. And they dyed the river in Chicago, the river there. And they had a parade as well. And holy crap, we made a mistake because the amount of people that were there. Wow. It was. So I now am going to keep a better eye on when things are happening. Because we could have gone Friday instead of Saturday. But we went Saturday because it was an afternoon show. It just would have worked out better versus coming home at, you know, like 1 a.m. And I thought about knowing it was St. Patrick's weekend, St. Patrick's Day weekend, I would have been like, oh hell, we're just doing Friday. Man, it was insane. It was, the craziest thing was this. We got there, it was just mass chaos. People everywhere. You know, there were hundreds of people there. Maybe thousands of people. Probably thousands. And so we got there at about 12:30 or so. And by the time we left at 6. We exited the concert at 6. It was empty. It's like everyone died. But there's so much trash everywhere. People are just inconsiderate. It's awful. They don't understand. Like, you're paying for that. You're paying the city taxes, the state of Illinois. You're paying taxes to the state. Also, to clean up all this crap. If you stupid people clean up after yourselves, it wouldn't be as, you know, your taxes wouldn't be so high. But no, you're wasting all this money. Bunch of crazy, stupid people. I left the north, sick of the North Star, of the Northeasters. So it's supposed to be, last I read, we're looking to have El Nino this year, which I'm not looking forward to, because it means potentially crazy storms. Look at this. Look at the wet. Look at this. Cloud layer. Jesus, folks. Oh, you mean the storms? Anywhere in the world where coffee is grown has the best temperature. I don't know. Is that true though?
Delta 44.
Isn't the temperature got to go higher? Going to be higher for coffee? I don't know anything about coffee.
Turn left, heading 335, Delta 44.
So okay, well, was it last Monday or the Monday before? No, it's Monday before, when I was going to stream after work.
Delta 4400.
But I had my tooth removed, but the clot came out, so I had to get that clot taken care of again, blood clot. And I had to put a tea bag in. That's the first time I ever had tea. I didn't actually have tea, but the bag was in my mouth. It was crazy. Gotta love Colombia. Colombia. My grandmother's 90th birthday, she's born in Colombia, is on the 14th of next month. So we're going to celebrate on the 19th of next month. 90th birthday. Imagine that, being born in 1936. All the stuff she's seen in her life. Jesus, folks. She moved to the States in the 50s, I think it was. I have to ask her again. I think she moved to the States in the 50s. Alright, how we sitting here? So here's 10 nautical miles, so we're probably about 13 nautical miles out. Oh, yeah, it's right there. Oh, no, that's 9.
Delta 4400 heavy. Descend and maintain 2,500.
Can you just give me a vector over to the left, please? Alright, let's go ahead and get our first notch of flaps out.
Delta 4400 heavy.
Alright, let's go direct. And then we'll get this guy down to 1,000. Have that going. Alright, RNAV's doing his thing.
Turn left, heading 260, 2,500 until established. Cleared RNAV runway 24, Delta 4400 heavy.
Alright, spoilers, armed, checked. Gear, cabin, flaps are next. Alright, King Bob said at about the 50 feet call out is when start to flare. So we're going to try that today. See how we do. Hope for the best. Okay, about 11 nautical miles out from the airport. It's going to be right over, well, not right exactly over the water, but you can see the edge of the... Is this Michigan? Where are we at? Is that Lake Michigan? I don't know what the hell lake that is. Erie? I can't remember which one that is. I think it's part of Michigan. Yeah, I think it's Michigan stuff. So right over that, 4 miles off the coast, will be the airport. And then we're gonna exit to the right. We're gonna try to get Mike. Expect the worst. Yeah, that's kind of everything. That should be the slogan here on FlyLex. We'll land, just expect the worst of it. I'm also waiting for a nice EJET update too. Or worse, like Worcestershire. Alright, folks, time to dial in. Let's get it going. Irishman, it's time to focus. He said to start focusing on the arrival. I can hear it in his voice. but I actually can't hear them. Okay, let's go. Flaps 2. No airport in sight. Someone mentioned this plane sits almost twice as high as the 737 or the 320. Mess with, oh yeah, for sure. You gotta treat it like a freighter. You gotta treat it like a freighter. You know, the 777, and more like the MD-11 probably. Okay, I see the runway in sight there.
Delta 4400 heavy.
All right, gear coming down.
Bay Tower 118.7.
Contact Tower 118.7, Delta 4400 heavy.
Okay. Is my frame gen broken again? Yep, sure is. All right,
Green
see if we
Bay
can fix it
Tower,
one more time.
Delta 4400 heavy.
I would do a
RNAV
second
runway
flight. I
24.
have the time, but this frame gen's piss. I don't want to swear. It's ticking me off.
Green Bay Tower, wind calm, runway
So we'll just do the one flight today.
Runway 24 cleared to land. Delta 4400 heavy.
I'm afraid if I do the monitor reset, it's probably gonna break OBS too. So I don't want to. I just jump into another plane, but flaps 4. Full flaps. Airport in sight. Clear to land. Winds. Well, we shouldn't be landing runway 9 currently because the winds are coming from behind us. But they're supposed to stabilize at 0, so let's see what happens. All right, let's go AP off my aircraft. No need to panic. No need to panic. It's gonna be all right. Just follow the RNAV in. Follow the RNAV. It's gonna be all right. Let's bring up that nose a little bit. Feel like we're low, even though the RNAV says we're high. All right, let's try to get center here.
500. Minimum. 400.
All right, yeah, we're low on the approach currently. I see 3 reds, 1 white. We're not all right.
300.
I bought this airport the other day. X something? X wind or something? Alright.
50.
Here's the 50.
40.
Flare it
30. 20.
gently.
10. 5.
There's the touchdown. I felt a little hard. Reverse. I don't know, I can't tell. It felt a little hard. We'll check out the landing rate. Get some brakes here. Oh, you're easily gonna make Mike here. Easily gonna make it. Alright, reversers are stowed. Flaps up, landing lights are off. Spoilers disarmed.
Delta 4400 heavy.
And here is Juliet, I guess, so we'll take Juliet. It says Delta, but something's... Oh, no, that's right, Delta's there. Did I turn the wrong spot? No, we're good. Alright, we're gonna take Juliet. Oh, no, this is Mike now. There's Juliet. Alright. we're taking Mike. Just gonna mention all the alphabet.
Ground 121.9er. Delta 4400 heavy.
That's a pretty good flight. Winds are definitely calm. And we're gonna take this down to Mike 2, Foxtrot, and then just find a gate to park at. None of these gates are gonna be ideal for this big old plane, but, you know. That's why it's a sim. I'm gonna take this far one over here. I think. Yeah, I'm gonna take that one there. So I'm gonna take Mike 1 then. Snow a little bit. Wisconsin got hit hard, man. Wisconsin, some areas got 4 inches of 4 feet of snow. 4 feet of snow. Isn't that wild? The snowstorm this weekend. Yeah, so there's definitely snow in Wisconsin. Green Bay they got hit hard. We got like 2 inches, but it's pretty much all gone. There's a couple little patches here and there, but you know, it's like spring out there. All right, parking brake is set. Let's go up here. I'm gonna see if I can figure that out live here on stream too. Okay, so let's go to ground services. Battery there. All right, to the top we go. External power is on. And down below here, turn off these dudes. Complete the flight with iFly. And then we're gonna check Volante. Ma Volante. Oh, that's broken. Hold on, let me fix that. Un momento. Primary monitor. There we go. Alright, here's Volante. Complete the flight. Review the flight. And stats. A 428. Yeah, it's a little harder. I thought so. A 428. I wonder what iFly says we did. Okay. So then let's check out iFly schedules. I want to see what they had me at. Logbook, career mode. Yeah, it was a harder landing. It was definitely a harder landing. But either way, I talked about this plane. It's you know, it's a fun plane. Yeah, I do regret buying it because I'm not going to fly it a lot, but it's not because the plane's not bad or not great. It's a fine plane. I have the weird throttle issue. I don't know why. Let's go check real quick though. Okay, so let's go into controls and we're going to go into this guy here and we'll go to assigned. Okay, so what's happening right now, you see taxi lights, landing lights. Whenever I have the taxi lights turned off, it's broken. I don't have anything set for strobe. Nothing set for strobe lights. Now let's go to all and type in strobe. I don't even know if strobe's a light you can set. Yeah, nothing set for strobe, but for some reason it's toggling strobe still with the Moza. I don't know why. I don't know why. Like, look at it. Look at it. So up here, top, landing lights, that's working just fine, on and off. Taxi lights, do not turn on and off. But the taxi light, if I turn it on, I can now do the strobe. But if I turn off the taxi light, it turns off the strobe. If I have it turned off, I can't adjust the strobe. Nothing else is set for this. I don't have it Mobiflight, nothing like that set for this plane. But I can mess with taxi lights. So, I don't know. Something broken somewhere. And then, I can show you the throttles, too. Look at this. Look at it. The throttle's also kind of weird. So, assigned. So, all throttles, 1, 2, 3, and 4, are all set to axis X. All are inverted. Every single one of them are inverted. Okay? So, you saw that. Now, let's go over to this guy. Joystick. Okay. So I have it set for 2, even though only one's working. Now watch this. Can I zoom in far enough so you can see both? Yeah. Okay. So if I change this to 1, see? And watch this. I move the throttle. Nothing happens. I can reset them and all that stuff. I don't understand. 2 works fine. You know, 2 I can move, and it works. But for some reason, the climb one was broken. Here's climb. It's working just fine. Like, they're all working fine. But I have to have it set there. If I have this turned off, manual, look what it does. Right? And you're like, oh, well, you just got to reprogram it. Okay, that's no problem. So, idle. Climb. Oh, maybe it's fixing itself. Let's save it. Alright, I'm going to try it like this. The other thing it was doing weird, it was messing with the reversers too. It was like setting the reversers on. I'll test it like this for my next flight I do. We'll see what happens. It wasn't working before when I tried this. When I reset them. But I saved the settings. Keep on hitting the button. Save settings. Fly the 319 next since that's today's date. Oh, it is 319. That would have been fun. Damn it. I should have done that. You Moza yoke is broken and send it to me for the evaluation. Yeah, I don't know why the light thing is weird. Like I can pull up Moza, or not Moza, I can pull up Mobiflight real quick. But there's nothing set. I don't know what this is, but there's nothing set for the Moza. So it's only the flight sim stuff. I suppose I can try messing with it real quick. Let's check it out. Check it out. Controls, the base, and let's go to. Now, if I mess with it, it's gonna mess with everything else. So I'd have to make a special one for. So let's duplicate this one, and let's call this one the Moza AY210 340, because that's not confusing. All right, so we got one specially just for the Moza now, or for the 340. And let's do taxi. Let's try toggling taxi, because there's a toggle taxi too, right? Taxi ribbon, another, yeah, right here. Okay, so I'm going to I'm going to disable these ones, delete these ones, just for kicks. And then we're going to go to taxi toggle. That's this guy. And then we're going to go here, and then we're going to do set control on release. I think that's what I want. Save it. Now let's go up to the top. Not a thing, not a thing, not a thing. Oh, hold on. Oh, it's reversed. Oh, so it's the taxi lights on and off that's broken. All right, let me reverse it now, though. Let's go back in here. And then we're going to go to assigned. Can I invert this one? Taxi lights. I don't think I can invert this, can I? No, I can't. Oh, yeah, you can. No, you can't. All right, I just got to reverse. Okay, so then taxi lights, toggle. All right, let's try it that way. So now it should be on.
All aircraft be
off.
advised information kilo now current.
On,
Altimeter
off.
3008.
No, it's not turning. Oh, it's working. I just got to do it twice then. Yeah, see, that's not going to work. On release. What if I change... Signed. Taxi. Let's take this off. Although it's not going to work, thanks. Is it going to toggle it? No, see, then it just repeats them. Yeah. So I have to do it the other way. But if I do it the other way, then it's broken. Let's just, I'll reset it again, but let's check, let's check. Let's go taxi. All right, we're going to turn this one off. Delete. All right, so taxi lights, that's ribbon. Taxi light on. And then taxi lights off. Right? I think. All right, taxi lights on. Taxi lights off. Yeah. So it's broken with that. So I have to try to set it up with Moza, or with the... For some reason, this is set for only... I don't know what the hell, why it's broken like that, but... I have to try setting it up with, Mobiflight. With the Mobiflight. Alright, folks, that's going to be it for today. I do appreciate everyone coming in today. Sorry for the short stream. An hour and 60 minutes. It's like the old school flight. Look at this plane. It's like bigger than the terminal here. That's wild. Next stream will be hopefully tomorrow night if all goes well at work. Around 7 p.m. Central Time is my guess. I'm not quite sure what it will fly. Maybe the 378. Or sorry, 738. Or we'll have some update. Maybe come out with some plane. We'll see what happens. and then again on Sunday. So thanks again for coming in and joining with me. Have a great rest of your Thursday, and hopefully we'll see you Friday. Take care, everyone.